Hey guys, welcome back to Covenant Canon, and boy, we have some big news today. We got a brand new Canon Fodder article, and it delves into lots of stuff within the Halo universe, from banished bases in the campaign, to further details regarding Forerunner Silexes, and community Q&As. But today, we'll be going over a new book that's coming out later this year, written by none other than Troy Denning himself. Halo Outcast. Though the book was announced in last month's Canon Fodder article, today we get a first look at the new cover, and we'll be going over the actual description of the book. So without further ado, let's begin. "2559. Formerly one of the Covenant's greatest and fearsome warriors, Arbiter Thelvadam is now allied with his former human enemies, while deeply entrenched in leading the Sangheili people into a new era of unification. But his aspirations are under constant threat, whether by dangerous warring factions of rival Sangheili keeps, or the relentless shadow of oppression spread by the renegade artificial intelligence, Cortana. An opportunity to break Cortana's chains has suddenly presented itself through the rumored existence of an ancient artifact located on the hostile world of Netherop. Spartan Olympia Vale, trained with the skills to live and thrive among the Sangheili, also recognized this alien prize as an essential means to aid humanity in reaching the same goal of freedom. But behind the scenes, both Vadam and Vale are being manipulated by a mysterious figure with their own agenda. And to make matters worse, all involved are unwillingly placing themselves in perilous odds with forces beyond their comprehension." So, yeah, we're getting a Arbiter and Vale team up. This is exactly what I wanted from a Halo book, especially written by Troy Denning. The Arbiter is one of the most beloved characters within the Halo franchise as a whole, and to me, his story throughout the original trilogy was better than even Master Chief. And I love Olympia Vale as a character in Halo 5, especially during the Sanghelios missions. I just love the fact that a human is just so intrigued with Sangheili culture. She was my waifu for so many years. Well, until now that we got Maquis in the Halo TV series, but I digress. So overall, I'm extremely hyped to see this team up, and we're going back to Netherop. For those of you who haven't read Halo Oblivion, Netherop is a desolate planet. It was here where the UNSC would maroon pirates and insurrectionists, and it was here where these pirates would have kids, the castaways. These castaways also took refuge within alien structures that weren't in fact Forerunner in origin, but I'll dive on that in a little bit. It was also here where a renegade Covenant commander, who I'll be talking about in a little bit, tried to plant tracking beacons on human ships in order to destroy Oni, and that commander was marooned on Netherop as a result. So having Netherop as the central setting for Halo Outcast has me very excited to see where this story will go. Now that we broke down the description of the book, let's look at the cover art. And oh my god, it looks absolutely stunning. I just absolutely love the art for this cover. They definitely made Netherop look like a desolate planet with some strange architecture. The structures don't exactly look Forerunner in origin. No doubt we'll probably get a reveal what exactly lived on Netherop. But let's talk about Olympia and Thel. They still retain their armors as they appeared in Halo 5. And honestly, I'm really glad for that. When Vale was confirmed to be an outcast, I was kind of afraid they were going to swap out her armor with Gen 3 armor that we see in Halo Infinite. But thankfully, they retain her Gen 2 Copperhead armor. And the same goes with Thelvadam. I'm so glad they kept his Kaidan Arbiter armor as opposed to swapping it out with a Halo 2 style armor. His current armor is a perfect representation from his transition as a warrior into a leader that we know now. It pays homage to the Arbiters of old, while representing a new figure as the leader of the Sangheili people as a whole. And he still has Prophet's Bane. Thank Urus for that. But before I continue, am I the only one that notices the distinct similarities between this shot and the Great Journey legendary crate art from Loot Crate? Press X to doubt? But anyways, let's move on to something that has me super hype. In the bottom left, we have an elite in blue armor that is looking at Thel and Vale. I think this goes without saying that this elite is none other than Niza Kevarosi. Now for those of you who haven't read Halo Silent Storm and Oblivion, Niza Kevarosi was one of the first Covenant fleet masters to engage humanity during the Human Covenant War. But after the UNSC raided a Covenant holy world, Zoist, he was disgraced and he went rogue from the Covenant. After which time, he plotted to destroy Oni by planting luminal beacons, Forerunner tracking devices, in order to destroy Oni, the true source behind the destruction of Zoist. And as a result of rebelling against the Covenant, he and his followers were stripped of their armor and marooned on Netherop. So it seems that, like the castaways' parents, Nizan and his followers seem to have thrived on Netherop instead of just withering and dying as the Covenant would have thought. So it looks like here he was able to fashion himself a new armor set, probably from the fallen warriors that fell during his operations on Netherop. And I'm gonna throw a ball here in saying that Nizat's new armor is gonna be called a World Master armor, after gaining the title of World Master from Tam Lakosi, his second in command from Halo Silent Storm and Halo Oblivion. And it appears he'll be one of, if not the main antagonist of Halo Outcast. And I for one can't wait to see what schemes he'll be up to. But all in all, I love this cover. I just love the shots between the Arbiter and Vale, and of Niza Kevarosi. And the setting for Netherop just looks absolutely gorgeous and desolate. Exactly what I expected when I read Oblivion. But how excited are you guys for Halo Outcast? Are you excited for the cover? Which character are you excited to see? Let me know in the comments below. But until next time guys, may the radiant eyes of Urus watch down upon you all. Victory to clan and kin, Covenant fans. Covenant Canon, out.